Hello, my name is Nuno Nodin, and I am a teaching fellow in the Department of Psychology at Royal Holloway, and I am also the course coordinator for a course called Adjustment and Wellbeing. Now, this course is mandatory for all clinical psychology students, and it is an optional course for applied social psychology master students. The course, as the name suggests, tries to cover an important area of psychology, which is that tries to improve people's adjustment to their settings depending on their circumstances, and also more specifically their well-being. So things like improving their happiness and overall trying to address issues, for instance, of poor mental health. So the course does this by obviously reviewing relevant theories that try to understand people's adjustment and well-being. And then it goes into more detail in focusing on specific areas that a number of specialists will be covering, for instance, in relation to how personality and individual values may affect people's well-being, or how future thinking can also have an impact on these aspects of people's lives, or how human sexuality and relationships may also impact on the way that people experience their adjustment and well-being. So there will be a number of different areas that will be covered in this course at a high level, and the course will also have an important applied element in that across most lectures, if not all of them, we will always try to bring some studies and some understanding of how different interventions have tried to improve determined groups' adjustment and or well-being in different settings. And then this also links very closely to the course's coursework. So the assignment that students will be asked to perform for this course is an intervention. So students will have to be creative. They'll have to think about how they could develop an intervention that would benefit a specific population in respect to their adjustment and or well-being. And of course, they'll have to use psychological theory to do this. And of course, this is part of what they'll learn during the course. And for this, therefore, they'll have to follow a very specific format. So they'll be having to develop these ideas and put them down in paper as if they would be applying for funding from a funding agency. So it is very applied, and it tries to also build on students' skills or develop student skills that they can then apply in their work settings. For instance, if they work in a charity sector or in the public sector, and if they want to develop such a project, this is something that they'll be able to learn in the course, and by developing this coursework, in something that can then apply in the future for their jobs. So it is very applied. It has obviously a strong theoretical component. It tries to address a number of different areas. And therefore, it is a very interesting and important course, I would say, for anyone interested in psychology in general, and of course, specifically for those interested in clinical psychology, and of course, as well for those interested in social psychology.